Okay, guys and girls, look at this. I got a Bolens 25cc BL a 110 here. I put carburetor cleaner in here. Gum out here. Look at this. And then I put it through the carburetor here. Well, it ruined all the rubbers. The spray did right here, and it started eating the new bowl that I had on there too. So what I did is I went on Amazon and I got this cheapo kit here. Came with this carburetor right here that we're going to be putting on there. Came with the cheapo spark plug, China special, and some gas hoses. The gas hoses are almost done anyways. And came with a couple nipples too. And came with some new gaskets here. So let's put it on. Let's get started and let's start rock and rolling. Hold on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and replace the carburetor, and we're going to see if this is definitely going to work better than what I got on there now, because all the rubbers is ate up inside the carburetor here, and it just don't work no more. Everything got clogged up. So as you seen in the first there, as I showed you, don't spray that gum out in these carburetors here, because it'll completely ruin everything. So for further ado, let's get started here. Let me grab some tools here. Just get in this puppy here, huh? Because it's enough talking, right? Okay, let's see. Oh, we might have something right here, huh? I need a smaller one here. I don't even know. Here, where's my drill at here? Let's see here. I think I got something right here. Oh yeah. Just want to make sure you guys see everything here. I'm pretty sure I paid, well, tax and all was like 20 bucks. So that's what it was for the carburetor on Amazon. It got like a 4.3 rating. Oh yeah, and it came with this little nice Pac-Man, so you can go ahead and adjust the carburetor. Not this carburetor, but I already looked in the piston cylinder and everything seemed to be pretty good. So that was very beautiful. Here, let's just go ahead and get these off. Now that wasn't even hooked up. So inside here, there's a little rubber black gasket type deal thing, so you can prime your carburetor. Well, that completely blowed out everything. It just made it swell up, and then this nipple started to come apart too, as I noticed as I started to spray that gum out in there. So further ado, throw that off to the side there. Let's see here. Don't need that there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. You always want to try to make sure, you want to kind of just compare them, see what the one before, you want to at least get them close. It's got the 2 gas, primer, and fuel. Got your idle there. The only difference I see is this hole is a little bit bigger for the throttle cable here. So I'd almost like to take it apart. See, usually when I get these Chinese carburetors, I usually like to just take them apart to see if everything is right in them. So let me grab a screwdriver here, and we'll just kind of see if everything's put together right, because you don't know who to put this together in the factory or the warehouse. Definitely, because you're definitely not gonna know if something was put together wrong in there, for sure. They're nice and tight on there, for sure. But this weed eater got an interesting story about it. I found it in the trash, and I used it all last year. Cleaned out the carburetor last year, used it, and then I also went ahead and started to use it the year before, right? So, and it worked good for about a couple of years, and then something in the primer, it wasn't getting no fuel, so that's what we had going on. I cleaned out the lines. Let's see if this is put together right here, just to make sure. No, that's good. Sometimes you'll go ahead and get this here, and there'll be something stuck in here, and it won't run right in between this plate and this gasket. So you got to kind of watch for that. That's good. See that? That looks good there. Then let's see if this see, it might be kind of heavy on the gas. Maybe see that little, this little, I forget what it's called, some kind of like a linkage for your little, so you get gas so to pump it in there. But that all looks good. Maybe a little high, but we're just going to keep it there and let's see what it does. But that moves up and down. I've seen carburetors, Chinese carburetors, where this is so tight in there that this little needle valve here did not move at all. So just kind of be worried, okay? Definitely. Let's go ahead and put this back up on there. Alright. Hopefully we're putting it on right, because I absolutely forget absolutely everything. Definitely. It probably goes the other way. Let me see on the other carburetor here. Let's see which way it goes. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, cool. Alright, let me get these screws in here. On this carburetor, it's actually got crush washers on it. This aftermarket one here. This one, the OME one, don't have no crush washers. So, something to note there. Okay, let's see how this puppy goes on here. Let's go ahead we'll do the throttle first here. Put that up underneath there. Oh yeah, 'cause I tend to mess up before, so these gas lines definitely need to be replaced. They're about hard as a rock, and they're just some cheapo line from Lowe's I bought. So, but I just wanted to take you on this journey with me so you guys can see. Hang out with Phil here. See what's going on here. Uh-oh, you know what? You know what I'm forgetting? The gaskets. Uh-oh. See that? Oh, you know what? It's kind of funny. Well, they give you 2 gaskets because look, there's a gasket right there. So, I don't think we need one for that side. We do need one for this other side though. And it's already got one on there. So we're just going to use that one. So no need for that. No need. Okay. Let's see. I got to get out and chop up some wood. Definitely. Here. For sure. Because it's going to be winter again. And if I don't get firewood, I'm going to be freezing in this garage here. Come out here to do videos. I got to start doing a little bit more often here. You kind of just want to snug them up. Not too tight because it's going to go into plastic anyways right here. So just want to kind of snug them up, but not too loose. Reason being because that gasket will not go ahead and come intact with that intake back there. So let's go ahead and try this out here. Hopefully fires up. Let's check some gas here. Alright, put new gas in it, cleaned out the gas tank. I do need to put some kind of like a filter on that primer bowl, I think. So that's what we're going to do next here. Okay, let's see what we get here. Yeah, these gas lines are finished here. That one right there. Try not to get your screwdriver in any dust or dirt. There's all kinds of stuff on this bench here. Probably ought to go ahead and... You got any? Okay. Oh yeah. Huh. I cleaned it out and there's still junk down in there. Well. Alright, let's see here. Good thing we're doing this here. Let's see. We might have to replace these right here. Anyways, just to be on the safe side, huh? Because they're, look at that. Look how hard they are. But, let's see what we got here. Let's do a filter. Oh, yeah, that ain't happening. Look how hard that is. See that? You can't even press that on there. And you don't want to heat it up with no lighter because it'll blow right up in your face. Okay, so we're going to be replacing gas lines. Alright, so let's do this here. Let's just get the utility knife out here. Try to get these back in there. Alright, alright. Good. Yeah, them are junk right there. Jesus. And we're all learning together, right? Yeah, look at that. Look how bouncy they are. Well, hard as a rock about. These hoses was, I think I bought them for like $5 or $4.99 at Lowe's. Well, I've only had these on there for a year. So, does that tell you something? So, I guess just replace them every year, I guess, right? Okay, now, this is the hose. Another cheap hose. I wish I had some... Oh, let me go check. I might have some other better hose. I might have some Echo chainsaw hose. So just give me a... Okay, last time I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Okay. Alright, we got one gas line in already. We got the filter in. I just go ahead and slice it like that. Easy way to do it. There. Come down in there. Then you just go ahead and grab it. Pliers here. Wrong one. Boy, gotta go ahead and pay attention to that. That's real good. There you go. Down in there. Okay. Cool. Enough for the primer there. Alright, cool. Good. Is it recording now? Alright, we're recording. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Now this needs to be at the bottom too. Alright. So I don't want to bore you with just things you already know, but some people don't know. So what we're going to do, hook this one up to the primer here. That one goes to the primer right there. This hose does. The farthest one, well, the first one that comes to me, and then the second one here goes to your fuel right there. See that second one there? Right there. So that should be your fuel. So just kind of slip that on there. Just like so. Good and sticky. Don't have no kinks in it. Alright. Good. Now, this, you'd think it would have a filter on it too, right? I forget if you just put it down in there, but I would think if you didn't put no filter on there, you're still going to get gunk in there. So I don't know. Here, let's just put this other filter on there, and because I don't want no gunk in this carburetor here. And later on, if we don't need it, because there's always going to be dirt in your gas can sometimes. Either way, see my fingers are a little bit dirty already from handling this weed eater here. Okay. Push that down in there. Yep. Alright, cap on. Let's try to start it here. Let's see what it does. Alright, first start. Let's see if it's going to pump up here. Okay, she pumps up. Alright, awesome. Okay, one is choke. 2 is half and half on choke, and 3 is run. So let's see if we got any fire here. That's what I'm talking about. Take the idle down a little bit here. Right. Alright, well, that's all I'm going to have for you for the Bolens Weed Eater 25cc. So just come back in and check on the channel, and hopefully we have something else to fix. Alright, so just check in a couple weeks, and we'll try to get uploading videos. Alright.